Harriet and welcome to The Sportsman. Today I'm going to be talking about Man City's huge win against Chelsea, the potentials for player of the season, our upcoming fixture in the FA Cup and Harriet's hunch for this week. So wow, what a huge win against Chelsea, 6-0. Who would have thought it? I mean, certainly not me. I went for 2-1 as my prediction. How wrong could I be? I mean, 6-0, if you thought it, if you put that bet on, the odds were 100 to 1. So, well done you if you got that. I wish I did, but I didn't. It was Chelsea's biggest defeat in the Premier League ever. And I mean, what a game from City. What a week. They beat Arsenal, Everton and Chelsea all in 1 week. So good for City. I mean, Sterling kicked it off with a goal after 4 minutes. Got another one later on. Gundogan got the 4th goal. He found the far corner. But of course, my man of the match was Sergio Aguero. I think he was everyone's man of the match. He got another hat-trick. That's 2 hat-tricks in 1 week, which equals Alan Shearer's record. For him to score another hat-trick, that'll make 3 in 1 week, a hat-trick of hat-tricks against Newport. Odds are around 5 to 1. Aguero said it was his best performance for City, and Pep agreed. Pep said the players were outstanding, and Pep, I couldn't agree more. I mean, thinking about the player of the season, that is going to be such a tough one. I mean, there's loads of people to choose from. Sterling, David Silva, Aguero, Bernardo. I love Bernardo. I mean, his presence on the field is always noticeable. He's got unbelievable technical ability, and you know, sometimes I don't think he gets enough credit for what he does. He always gives 110%, but I'm going to have to go with Aguero for my player of the season. For other seasons, you know, he has had a few injury struggles, but this season he's been on top form. I mean, he's a City legend as it is. He's just one of the world's best strikers. He's unbelievable. The stats really do say it all. He scored 160 Premier League goals in 229 games. I mean, who can argue with that? So if you want to go for Aguero as player of the season, odds on that are around 3 to 1 at the minute. He's also favourite for Premier League top scorer, winning the Golden Boot award, and he's followed by Salah and Aubameyang. So a huge fortnight ahead for City. They've got the FA Cup, the Champions League and the Carabao Cup final all in there. It's going to be a tough one, but I'm very, very hopeful for City. This weekend they face Newport County in the FA Cup. Newport fans are loving it. All the tickets are sold out already, and I don't blame them. It's been so long since they've made it to the 5th round. Good on Newport. Odds on them to win, if you fancy a punt, are 40 to 1, but of course I am going for a City win. City are odds on, and there's no point in wasting your money on that, so why don't we go for a correct score bet? Now I'm thinking 6-0 with odds of 15 to 1, but you know, after the great win against Chelsea, you never know, it could be a 7-0 win, and odds on that are 28 to 1. Now, who knows what's going to happen this weekend with the FA Cup? It could be a wild card. Newport could win, but I'm definitely going for City, even though they're not used to playing on pitches like that, whereas the lower league clubs are used to it week in, week out. So we will see what happens this weekend. So if you don't fancy a correct score bet, then you could look at overs and unders. My pick would be over 7.5, odds are 12 to 1 for that. But if you're fancying something a little bit different, if you think it's going to be 0-0, then odds for under 0.5 are at 50 to 1. So maybe have a crack at that this weekend. Now it's time for Harriet's hunch. This weekend I'm going for a 4-fold FA Cup acca. I'm going to go for a draw, Wimbledon against Millwall, another draw, Bristol City against Wolves, another draw for Brighton against Derby, and a win for Palace against Doncaster. If you fancy a go at that, then a £10 bet will get you a return of £693. If you fancy a go at any of the bets I've said in this video, then the links will be below. And if you've enjoyed yourself, then please do subscribe. Make sure you're following us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon.